Yeah, I just wouldn't put it on a vision board again. Would not recommend. Sorry, there was a global pandemic, Rebecca. You're not going to look like Summer Rae. How are we now? Today's video is brought to you by my ice green tea, my avocado toast, and my really badly chipped nail varnish. My mother's also hoovering downstairs, but it's the day before New Year's Eve. It's got to that time in Christmas where moms just, you know, do mom things. So for today's video, as you can clearly see, I'm in my pajamas, and I just said I would do a video where I'm sitting on my bed, chilling, reacting to something. What am I reacting to, honeys? I am reacting to my 2020 vision board, okay? I never actually made a vision board before 2020, so that might be a sign. I just thought this video would be a bit of fun because usually every other year at this time of year, everyone's like, oh my god, 2021 is going to be the best year ever. Everyone was so excited for 2020. We were all buzzing. We were like, oh my god, the roaring 20s, like bring it on, 2020. We can feel it. We can feel the energy. And you know, for a lot of people, that was not the reality. I am not in any way, shape or form complaining about my 2020 because you follow my channel, you know I went to Brazil. I did well. My 2020 wasn't the worst, but as I like to say, I've got very philosophical recently. We mightn't be all in the same boat, but we're in the same storm, okay? And you might be like, Rebecca, where's your white monster? Green tea, okay? Green tea. Yeah, not all in the same boat. We're definitely in the same storm. I don't have to remind you why 2020 didn't go the way a lot of people said it would. But I said I would come on today and just kind of make light-hearted of the fact 2020 was the first year I made a vision board, and we're just going to go through every part of the vision board and kind of rate it and see, well, did this come true or was I full of shit? So here we go. So here's my very pretty vision board. It's very aesthetically pleasing. So I'm gonna go, I've no method to this madness. So I'm gonna go from here. So on the top right, you may see that we have branding from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now, when I made this makeup, when I made this vision board last year, I was very much so still an MUA makeup artist, if you will, charging clients to do their makeup. I know, getting all up in people's faces for a job. How disgusting. So one of the top brands on my list of, I don't know, brands to work with, PR, dreams, was Miss Anastasia Beverly Hills. And if you are anyway interested in makeup, you will know they had a massive scandal. Massive, huge, in 2020. So yeah, that would not be going on to this year's vision board. I really actually couldn't care less about Anastasia Beverly Hills right now. The second one is interesting to me because under Anastasia Beverly Hills you'll see kind of the floor to ceiling windows overlooking the ocean vibes, and that picture is actually the penthouse in Rixos in Dubai. So my whole vibe was, I'm going to go to Dubai, I'm going to go visit my friends because they live there, and I'm going to stay in the penthouse in Rixos. Now that may not have happened, okay, but I did stay in a stunning Airbnb in Brazil, which kind of looked not very similar with this, but similar. It had the floor to ceiling windows, okay? It had one armchair. It was looking over the ocean, and it was stunning. And it was a whole wall of floor to ceiling windows. And that actually happened a few times in Brazil. A few of the Airbnbs I stayed in were floor to ceiling windows. So I feel like I did manifest that, and I feel like that one went well. The next one we have is an aeroplane with a sunset to represent travel. Now, I can't say this didn't happen because, again, as you know, I went to Brazil. So, I mean, she was on to something. Did I do as much travel as I wanted in 2020? No. Did anyone? No. I'm telling you right now, pesto and avocado, if you haven't tried it, you're missing out. So I feel like that happened. Next we have a quote, because who doesn't love a good inspirational quote? This is called, "This is the beginning of anything you want, aside from leaving the house when you're in a 3-month lockdown." Should have been the rest of that. You know what? I could be pessimistic and say, lol, the beginning of what? The beginning of who? The beginning of months of lockdown on end and another one looming. Just a quick update. I'm in Ireland right now. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. Today is the day before New Year's Eve, and they're looking at bringing on total lockdown before New Year's Eve. So today. So that's great. Anyway. Going on to the next row. The first picture we have here looks like a little park, a forest. It's actually Central Park in New York. New York was one of the destinations that I really want to visit. I really wanted, excuse me. New York is one of the destinations that I really wanted to visit in 2020. I wanted to go there, I wanted to explore, I wanted to vlog, I wanted to make a video being like, I flew all the way to New York City to get lip filler. I had it all planned out, and that didn't happen. Lip filler, yes. New York, no. So that's sad. Didn't make it to New York. Maybe next year. Who knows? The next one we have is a lovely inspire, kind of colourful quote, if you will. Apologies. Yeah, so it says inspire, and you know what, I feel like I did a lot of that this year. Hopefully, did I inspire you in any way, shape or form? Comment below. I'll leave that as an open-ended question. The next one we have is lovely thick long brown hair. I want to grow my hair really long, really thick, really healthy. I mean, we're getting there. This time last year my hair was probably up to here. So that's a journey, that's a path, you know. I was quite stressed in parts of 2020, and when I get stressed, it comes out in my scalp. So my hair health was a roller coaster this year, but we're getting there. The next picture actually just makes me laugh. It actually, I can't, so basically the next picture we have is Miss Summer Rae. If you don't know who Miss Summer Rae is, she basically just has an absolutely insane body. She's also really wholesome. I like her energy. Anyway, I had her picture on my board, not because I want to look like Summer Rae, because, hi, but because I wanted to get my body in the best shape possible. I was thinking really muscly legs, nice quads, nice bum, like just very strong and fit, and the gyms were closed for most of 2020. Now, I did work out in my bedroom. I would say from personal experience, and I feel like a lot of you would agree with me, 2020 probably wasn't the year to like get in the best shape of your life or focus on like body goals. Like, sorry, there was a global pandemic, Rebecca. You're not going to look like Summer Rae. So that's funny. I love that. The next little quote we have here is, "An addiction to distraction is the end of your creative production." And I really like this because, you know, it reminds me to be creative, to fuel my creative juices, to make YouTube videos, to do the most. There was a period of quarantine where, lockdown, where I was making YouTube videos, like 3 a week, vlogging daily. Vlogging what? Who knows? Go check my channel. Baking videos, I set up a podcast, I was doing TikTok, doing the most. So yeah, I like this quote. I think it reminds me to you know, not be distracted all the time and do things that make me feel creative, as opposed to things that just make me mind numb for hours, aka scroll on this. You do not want to see my screen time right now. Anywho, the next little star here we have is the symbol for the Irish lotto, or the lotto in general. Now, my thoughts on the lotto have changed massively since posting this video, and I feel like that's good, you know? Every year we should grow in some way, shape or form. And I used to put a lot of focus on winning the lotto. Oh my god, I'm gonna win the lotto. I'm just the type of person that would just happen to me, just girly things. But now I don't really care. I don't really put any focus on winning the lotto. I can make my own money, honey. You know, I'd rather be more financially independent and literate and educated when it comes to finances, as opposed to, you know, envisioning my life based on winning 5 million euro, 30 million, 130 million, and being like, when I win 130 million, this is what I'm going to do. Because, I mean, the chances of that happening, not saying it's not going to happen, but yeah, I just wouldn't put it on a vision board again. Would not recommend. The next one is like a little motivational thing. It says success and then an arrow going towards success. I would say I actually kind of was successful this year in a lot of ways, so yeah, we love that. I don't want to focus too much on that. I don't want to come off braggy, okay? I'm relatable. I had a shit year too. Next we have the logo for Sand and Sky. Sand and Sky is an Australian skincare brand that I actually love and adore, and I actually did work with them a few times this year. It was their birthday. I did a campaign. I was part of like a birthday campaign video, which was really cute, fun and fresh. I did a lovely Australian accent. If you go onto their Instagram page, you'll probably find it. And they did send me quite a lot of their products this year, and I would put it on my vision board again, so we love that. Next we have this, which is another makeup related vibe. So if you can see here, there is like a makeup setup, like, you know, the ones that all the like beauty YouTubers have. It's like the dream makeup setup and all things like that. It was cute, it was fun, it was fresh. It didn't happen in my life. 2020 was the year I stopped doing makeup professionally as a makeup artist for obvious reasons. And yeah, I really don't care if that happens. Like, obviously in my future house, I would love a beauty vanity that looks stunning like that, but it's not really priority. Next we have, beside the makeup setup, we have a filming setup, which is actually really interesting to me because one of my big goals for 2020 was travel. But then also I have like this stunning house with this makeup setup and this filming setup, and it's like, Rebecca, which one do you want? Do you want to be settled and have these things in one place, or do you want to bop around the world a bit, you know? The filming setup is the same. The filming setup is the same. I'm still using my Canon G7X Mark II. It is balancing on a candle, a diary, and some oracle cards right now. My ring light is over there, same one as always. So yeah, there's that. We do not have a MacBook desktop. We do have the MacBook, same one as always. But I am looking at investing in a new camera. So will I do that today before 2020 ends? Who knows? The next picture we have here is books. Just reminding me to read more. I would say I read quite a lot this year, even though I listened more. I'm more of an Audible gal. And that brings us to today's sponsor. I'm joking, but Audible, sponsor me. Next we have the Beautylish logo. This was because I got one email from Beautylish saying they loved my YouTube videos and they sent me some Good Molecule skincare, and in my eyes I was like, oh my god, Beautylish love me, they're going to work with me, XYZ. I have not heard from Beautylish since, which is kind of sad, but the skincare that they sent is really good. The next little quote at the bottom here is, surround yourself with people who get you. Now I actually really like this because I think it's very important to be surrounded by people who understand what you're doing and don't think you're full of shit or any of those negative things. So I like to keep that as a running theme in my life. This is cute. Next brings us on to YouTube. So at the bottom I have some YouTube goals. So I have the YouTube plaque that you get when you hit 100,000 subscribers. As you can see, we have, unless this video has gone wildly viral, we still have around the 5,000 mark, which isn't bad. I mean, when I made that video last year, I probably had around 1,000, so I'm going places, clearly. But 100,000 subscribers, not so much. Then we have the YouTube logo beside that, again, YouTube. And next we have this number, right? And this number is 100,000. And I put that on there because I was like, next to my name on YouTube, it will say 100,000 because I'm going to get 100,000 subscribers, aka the plaque, right? Clearly I didn't get 100,000 subscribers, but one of my videos did reach 100,000 views, and that is the 10,000 calorie challenge. A lot of you are probably here from that video, since a lot of people subscribed from that video. I just hit my foot, which in turn hit my current ingrown toenail, and I'm in a lot of pain right now. Too much information? Maybe. So yeah, I did get the 100,000 on YouTube, 100,000 views, not 100,000 subscribers, but you know, we'll get there. It's all a process. And above that, I have a picture of a Tesla. The audacity of 2020 Rebecca putting a picture of a Tesla on her vision board when she does not even have her full license. I still have a provisional license. I actually don't know where it is right now. I don't use it. I don't drive. I don't see the point. I definitely did not see the point in getting my full license during a global pandemic. And I mean, in Ireland, anyway, even if I wanted to, the backlog for the full license tests is probably about 2 years. So I don't know where I was going putting a Tesla on it, because it's like, how are you going to buy or drive a Tesla when A, you don't even have that money in your bank account, and B, you don't have a full license to drive said Tesla? Was I planning on getting a driver? Where was this going? Was I planning on just like being in a Tesla? I don't know. It was a bit of a weird one. I don't know why I put that on my vision board. But yeah, so that was my vision board for 2020, and I mean, I didn't do too bad. A few things on here came true, or you know, were true to my life in 2020. A lot of the things maybe were a bit shallow, maybe were a bit materialistic, but then again, I am a Taurus, honeys, what do you expect? Will I be making a vision board for 2021? I don't know. Maybe I will. Will I make it into a video? I don't know. Last year's video didn't do so well, to the point where I privated it because I was like, this is embarrassing. No one cares about my aspiration. Last year's video didn't do too well, to the point where I rewatched it and I was like, Rebecca, I hate you in this video. A YouTuber problem. Secondly, didn't get a lot of views, so I was like, okay, no one cares about my goals, aspirations, or dreams. So hopefully a lot more people care about me like roasting my goals, aspirations, and dreams, even though I didn't really roast much. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy New Year, honeys. I'm planning on getting this up today before New Year's Eve. I hope you're okay. I hope you're all good. I'm sending you all the positive vibes and energy through the camera. Happy New Year. Happy 2021. You know what? I think going into 2021, what we can all guarantee is that we're managing our expectations. We're not expecting the best, okay? And that's actually something I learned this year, is to manage your expectations, because if you don't expect much from people or things or a year, you can't be disappointed, okay? Just manage your expectations. That is my advice. And I feel like a lot of us are going into 2021 really managing our expectations, being like, you know what? It mightn't be the best year of our lives, but hopefully it will be okay. What are your goals for 2021? Do we even have them this year? Are we like, I just want 2020 to be over? I don't care. My goal is to not be in another 6 months of lockdown. So there's that. Thank you so much for watching. From me, my green tea and my avocado toast that I'm going to absolutely inhale right now.